The best way to visit the Pueblo Railway Museum is to come on one of their public event days. The events take place in the rail yard behind the Pueblo Union Depot. The Pueblo Union Depot is located on B Street at the southwest end of Victoria Avenue in historic downtown Pueblo, Colorado. You can also come and visit the museum for a self-guided tour to see some of the outdoor equipment. Admission is free. Since the train cars are outside, there is no hours of operation. Come anytime during daylight hours 7 days a week. This is what we did, giving us the opportunity to check out the individual pieces of equipment. There is no information available on many of the cars in the yard, but the history of a few of them can be found online. RPCX 1099 was built by the Pullman-Standard Company in 1954 as Canadian National 1099 Bedford. In 1978, the car was transferred to Via Rail, retaining the same number and name. The car was sold to Rail Ventures in 1990. It would be resold again to another private owner and then moved to the Pueblo Railroad Museum. Work is slowly being performed on the car. The U.S. Department of Transportation Locomotive 001 is a GE U-30C diesel locomotive built in 1971 that worked for over 4 decades at the Transportation Test Center in Pueblo, Colorado before being retired and donated to the museum. There are several locomotives listed on the roster for the museum that I didn't see. I'm not sure where they are located. One locomotive of interest was AT&SF 2912, sister locomotive to 2926, which is in restored condition in Albuquerque. AT&SF 2912 was built in 1944 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works. This engine is one of the Santa Fe 2900 class series of 30 locomotives numbered 2900 through 2929. These locomotives are an example of the 484 design with 4 small leading wheels, 8 driver wheels, and 4 small trailing wheels. The first engines to use this 484 design were purchased by the Northern Pacific Railway in 1926, and so the design became known as the Northern Series. Some earlier versions of the 484 Northerns originally ran on coal and were later converted to use fuel oil. In contrast, the 2900 class never used coal, only fuel oil, 7,000 gallons of it. Pueblo Union Depot is a historic railroad museum in Pueblo. It was built in the Richardson Romanesque style and added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1975. It is located within the Union Avenue Historic Commercial District. Initially, the station was served by the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad. The Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, Colorado and Southern Railway, which was acquired by the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad in 1908, the Missouri Pacific Railroad, and the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad. Today, the Union Pacific Railroad and the BNSF Railroad share use of the tracks, and the depot is privately owned. Regular passenger train service no longer exists, though there are proposals, such as the Front Range Passenger Rail, which would provide service to Denver and Colorado Springs. In addition, the depot has been proposed to operate on Amtrak Southwest Chief. It now serves multiple purposes, including housing, law offices, and other businesses, a cafe, and a ballroom for events. South of Pueblo is Walsenburg, Colorado, an interchange point between Union Pacific and the Colorado Pacific Rio Grande Railroad, which runs from Walsenburg westward over La Vida Pass through Alamosa, Colorado to Southport, Colorado, and Vista, Colorado. We were fortunate to catch one of their trains in Walsenburg as it was getting ready to move cars west that had been brought in from the Union Pacific. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.